Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing your January monthly reading. So let's get started with your oracles. This is the Sacred Woundings oracles. Messages for Sagittarius for the month of January. Have the wound of the crooked path, shaped by detours that left you changed. This wound arises when life pulls you far from where you thought you'd go. Through losses, delays, or choices made in survival, you look back and barely recognize the version of you that began. It can leave you questioning your progress, doubting your direction, and wondering if the long way home still counts. On the bottom is the wound of the fractured feminine. All right, let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Sagittarius for the month of January. Have seized no illusions, no fog or distortions, just the truth of what is. Emerging from delusion, third eye opening. Territorial, marking and defending what's yours, being protective over people, possessive due to fear of loss. And royalties, ongoing abundance from a single act of creation, something that is owned to you, reaping the rewards. On the bottom is abstinence, choosing not to indulge is a form of strength, clarity, or self-mastery, honoring something greater, reset. Seeing something clearly, defending, definitely protecting something or someone. Heard this is mine, you can't have it. Let's get some more. All right. We're going to get the love situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Sagittarius for the month of January. You have pregnancy, getting pregnant, building a family, giving birth to something, and forever changed. A new self, lasting changes, a love that transforms. Those flew out. And that normally doesn't happen with this deck. And finality, permanent ending, no more chances, goodbye to the old. The bottom is spotlight, high profile relationship, power couple, people envy the connection. This is about a pregnancy. Could be a fight. It seems like this is like protective over a child. If a relationship is ending, there could be a fight for who gets custody of a child. I don't feel like this child is born yet, though. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Sagittarius, the month of January. You have the 6 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands. This is definitely a pregnancy. Filler. That is either there's the pillar and then there's something else. I should have went through these before I started. One is the Empress and one is the Emperor. The pillar and the anchor. Okay, so this is the Empress. Yeah, it's already giving a lot of clues indicating pregnancy here. Six of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse. Someone may not be sure who the father is. There's a lack of clarity here in regards to pregnancy. Someone is withholding something about a third party. But release. Okay, so someone's announcing that they're pregnant, but there's some sort of truth is not being revealed here. Ace of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse. For someone, this is not good news. This pregnancy is not good news. What this looks like to me is someone is saying that someone else is the father of the child because the third party has run off. Either that or whoever is pregnant by this third party doesn't want them to be a part of the child's life. This isn't a good situation. So tell me about the overall energy for Sagittarius. Unexpected income. There's something about to do with money here. Park. This is a social gathering or something being out in the open. See, this is saying someone is withholding something because a third party left one thing behind to take action towards something else. This looks to me like someone walked away. So because a third person walked away, someone is withholding information. And it seems like if someone is saying that someone else is the father, it's financially based. The reason for that is financially based. Or it's because this person doesn't want to be left alone, like completely alone. Bad health. This is literal bad health. It can be addictions, depression, sex. See, this is pregnancy from a third party. Yeah, seductive man is on the bottom. That can be someone who's cheating. I mean, this could be a situation where someone has gotten a third party pregnant. No, that wouldn't work. It would have to be someone who's gotten pregnant by a third party. Let's see the first half of January. Tell me about the first half of January for Sagittarius. The High Priestess in reverse. Aussie's energy. The King of Coin. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. and the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Swords in reverse. Ugh. I'm telling you, someone is being lied to about a pregnancy. They're saying it's this person, this King of Coins here, and it's not. They're happy about it. The secret's been revealed. They're happy about it. High Priestess in reverse, King of Coin, Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, someone is, yeah. The reason this is happening the way it's happening is because someone doesn't want to be alone through this pregnancy or raising this child. Yeah. See, King of Coin, Page of Cups in reverse, that can be a child, but it's in the reverse. This isn't this person's child. Stable, grounded offer. Hermit in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Knot of Pentacles. Justice. Yep. See, revealing this. The secret is I'm pregnant. It's an announcement. I feel like this was hidden, but now this person is seeing that the third party is not going to be involved in any type of way. So it's like, I don't want to do this on my own. So I'm going to say it's the person's who I'm in a relationships with child in order for me to have balance. Yeah. A new beginning. Making promises in an unstable relationship in order for things to go in their favor. Tell me about the first half of January for Sagittarius. This is all happening in order for someone to protect themselves. The Moss is theft and destruction. This is like trying to avoid a tower. Adjudication. It's about the courts or divorce. And the Fox. Yeah, being sneaky or clever. Tell me about adjudication. Oh, this person is taking a risk in order to avoid divorce. Yeah, making a choice. I mean, this could be a situation where this person knows. I just don't think that's what this is. But I'm going to put it out there. This could be a situation where the secret's being revealed that this isn't this person's child. And the choice here is either they can get a divorce or they can choose to raise the child as if it was their own. Something here is risky, though. I think we'll see further what this is. So tell me about the second half of January for Sagittarius. I don't think that's what this is because there's too much sneakiness and shadiness going on around this. You have the Nine of Wands, Three of Coin in reverse, and the Knot of Coin in reverse. Yeah, I don't think so. I think this person's blocking a third party situation because that would be a broken promise. Yeah, see the Hierophant on the bottom, the relationship. I feel like all this is being hidden because the one who's pregnant knows that if this is revealed, I feel like the one dealing with this, the one who's being told that they're the father when they're really not, would end the relationship because it's a broken promise. That's why they're blocking this. Knot of Wands, Three of Coin in reverse, Knot of Coin in reverse, Six of Coin. Yep, Six of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant. Yep, broken promises within the relationship. Leo just had a pregnancy reading. A third party pregnancy. So Six of Coin, yeah. Blocking in regards to giving to someone else because things would not move forward if someone knew about a third party or broken promises within the relationship. Oh, I gotta shuffle. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant. Nope. In order to have balance, blocking something in order to have balance. This is definitely giving like what they don't know won't hurt them. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is without a doubt. This is screaming, I'm hiding this to protect my relationship. I'm doing this to prevent my relationship from ending. I'm doing this to prevent me from having to do this on my own. Tell me about the second half of January for Sagittarius. Yep, false person. Being false in order to have balance. Stork, a new beginning. Child, pregnancy. And the whip, stress, anger, anxiety. See, it's saying that this person knows that the relationship would be over. They know that the other person would not be happy about what's happened here. So they're going to hide it. Tell me about the outcome for Sagittarius. Now, whether this person finds out or not, I don't know. Tell me about the outcome for Sagittarius for the month of January. Ten of Wands in reverse. Nine of Coin. And Seven of Coin. There's that Empress again. Ten of Wands in reverse. Nine of Coin. Seven of Coin. Three of Swords. Hanged Man in reverse. And the Star in reverse. I feel like the one who's doing this has it's like guilt is going to eat them up. Like it's going to eat them up to the point where they are going to think about ending the relationship. I don't know that they're going to reveal this truth, but if this never becomes revealed, this is going to be something that this person's going to have to deal with for the rest of their life. This looks to me like guilt eating someone up, and it looks like they're trying to consider a way to alleviate that guilt. Three of Swords, Hanged Man in reverse, the Star in reverse, but it's not by telling the truth. It's by separating themselves from this person. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Yeah, the Sun reverse. That's definitely a lack of clarity. waiting, a lack of healing, or not getting what you hoped or wished for due, in regards to a lack of clarity. This is like someone weighing out their options. This can also be saying you can become unstuck by speaking the truth, but that would mean that you would have to become single, or whoever's dealing with this would have to become single. Yeah, there's consideration here. It's like someone knows that if if in order to end their burdens, which is guilt, feeling guilt, they would have to speak the truth. But in speaking the truth, that means the relationship would have to end. So in the outcome, it's showing that someone is weighing out their options in regards to what they should do. It looks to me like this person's guilt may be eating them up by not being honest with this person. They may end up telling the truth. It doesn't look like it's definitely not happening in the month of January, but at some point that may be what this person decides to do. Tell me about the outcome for Sagittarius for the month of January. Thief. Yep. This is literally stealing something. It's stealing someone's trust, time, effort, energy, resources. I feel like it's really getting to someone what they're putting on someone else and they don't even realize it. The house. This is a literal home, family, stability, security. Yeah, this is the relationship. This is the family, the home. This is talking about I can become unstuck by speaking the truth, but that would mean I would have to become single. Someone has a big choice here they need to make. And the magnifying glass, that's looking at something more closely. Waiting, looking back. Yeah, this is just talking about this person's considerations. If this person is already feeling the guilt of this situation, I can't imagine that they're going to go the rest of their life not revealing this. Tell me about the advice for Sagittarius for the month of January. Four of Wands in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Justice in reverse. Ten of Coin. It's saying there's this person's paying a huge price in order to have balance in a relationship, and it's saying just because you think whoever's doing this, just because you think that not saying anything is going to bring balance doesn't mean that there is going to be balance. I feel like it's saying by doing this there's already instability in the relationship. Four of Wands in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, Justice in reverse. I feel like this person is going to end up coming clean. Two of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, and Six of Wands. Using logic over emotion, recognizing that there's an imbalance, instability in the relationship. Two of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, Six of Wands. What this seems to me is it's saying whether the other person knows it or not, the damage has already been done in the relationship, and the residual effects is going to reflect that. Knight of Swords, Four of Cups. Yep. and the devil. Yeah. It's kind of saying just because they don't know doesn't mean you don't know, and the effects of how this is festering inside of someone is going to come outward. It has to have an outlet. It's saying there may be balance now, but over time, it's just like rotting fruit. It's just something that's going to fester over time. That is the indication here. So it's saying what someone is trying to protect now is, chances are it's going to slowly become unstable and imbalanced. And I just feel like whoever's dealing with this, whoever is hiding this pregnancy, third party pregnancy, has a huge decision to make. And they need to, I guess, check their own moral compass in order to make the right decision. Tell me about the advice, thoughts. Yeah. Offering truth. See, once again, it's saying someone knows that offering the truth is going to end the relationship. And someone's questioning, but is that for the best? And once again, it's like I said, you have to, whoever's dealing with this has to check their moral compass. Is what you're doing right by the person who you're doing it to? Clearly it's a no. And it may be best to accept the consequences of the actions that's been made. Seductive woman. An offer that may or may not be took. Discontentment, using logic. Someone here is very torn between what they want to do and what they should do. Um, Someone here is very torn between giving this person the truth, and I think there's a huge fear here in not being able to make it. Ship moving on, moving forward, moving out. This energy here just makes me feel like it's indicating like something happening over time, or things degrading over time, because life always has a way of making sure the truth comes out. I feel like it's trying to indicate, if this is for the one who is hiding a pregnancy, it may not be the ideal situation for the one who's pregnant, but it may be best overall in the bigger scheme of things to reveal this truth and deal with the consequences. Because to me, this seems like bigger issues further down the line. This is something that's going to hang over someone. If they don't reveal the truth, this is something that's going to hang over someone for a very long time. And saying, do you want that? Do you want that? Whoever's dealing with this. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get the closing messages for Sagittarius. Closing messages for Sagittarius. I am the architect of my destiny. Today I roll up my sleeves and build my journey with purpose, creating a life that shines with my superpowers and wildest dreams. On the bottom is, I am the only one who can define me. No labels, past chapters, or outside noise can shake me more than my own unbreakable belief in myself. Today I stand firm in my power. And let's get the Spirit Animal Oracle messages for Sagittarius for the month of January. Be Spirit, sweet results await. On the bottom is Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Bee Spirit, number 7. Says the bee spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Bee spirit knows not to let a sense of being Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with a great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Bee Spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness, moving from separation into connection, from self centered limitation to spirit centered infinite possibility and potential. You become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit, fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself. Your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm, and inner motivation and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms, adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with a conscious universe is being rewarded even if you can't see that yet, and asks that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. All right, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.